Hello everyone, I'm Steve from UCAN English Tutoring. In this video, I'm going to assess one of my students' letters. Let's get on to it now. So you have written down the addressee's details on the top. You have written on Dr. Richard Black, 33 Gardiner Road, Lakeside. And then you have written on the date, 20 September 2015. I'm happy with that. And then the reference details, Mr. Bruce Smith, comma, date of birth, and then you have written on the date. That's good. I'm happy with that. Dear Dr. Black, that's good. That's all right. Comma. I'm writing you. It doesn't make sense. I'm writing to you. I'm writing you is wrong. I'm writing, sorry, it's in the capital letter. I'm writing you is wrong. You should say I'm writing to you. Okay, that's the correct way of writing down the sentence. Okay, I'm writing to you about the drug regime of your patient, Mr. Bruce Smith, who has, what is this? Can you tell me this? Who has gout, right? Gout is like
Yes.
G-O-U-T. You need to use the small letter. Don't write down the capital letter. And then the other issue is you have already mentioned the patient's full name in the reference details, so you don't need to mention the same once again here. So Mr. Bruce Smith, Mr. Bruce Smith, who? Okay, so what you could have done is you could have mentioned Mr. Smith. Okay, that's it, right? Who? I mean, Bruce must be removed from here. Okay, who has gout? Okay, so it's G-O-U-T, isn't it? Gout. Don't use the capital G-O-U-T. You have to use small G-O-U-T. Okay? Small letter. G must be the small letter here. Hypertension and just had an respiratory infection. Okay, why did you write down this and just had an respiratory infection? Why did you write this one? You don't
Because
need
it
to
was in
say,
current.
yeah, you don't need to say this one. These two words can be removed. Okay, just had an respiratory. Okay, just must be removed, had must be removed. You should have mentioned a respiratory. That's it. It's got a respiratory infection. Don't use an. N doesn't go with the respiratory, isn't it? Because
Yes.
respiratory starts with the it doesn't start with one of the vowel sounds, so it is wrong. And the respiratory infection, or you can say, I think infections. Yeah, that's all right. I think if infection is an is a countable noun, so it does need an article. So that's good.
Okay. Sorry, what did you say? Just had
So
an by
it's not
and
had an. Okay, just had must be removed.
no. And you said
Or
respiratory has
an,
which sound?
yes. Okay, I will tell you. So respiratory starts with doesn't start with the vowel sound, isn't it?
Yes.
So only the word that starts with the vowel sound need an, the article an. All the
Yes.
other
Yes.
words do not need this article. They may need a different article. Okay, so that is what you have to say. And then the other thing is infection is a countable noun. Okay, which means one infection, two infections, three infections, and so on. So you can use this article here. That is correct. That's what I would like to tell you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it must be respiratory, and just had needs to be removed. I would like you to change his prescription. Okay. I would like you to change his prescription. That's a very good sentence. Okay. It doesn't. It is formally represented, but instead of writing I would like you to, it's good to say I would like to request you to. You know what I mean, it's also good, whatever you have written down, it is formal. Yes, of course it is formal, but this is more formal. You could have used I would like to request
Yes.
you to change. I would like to
Okay.
request
Yeah.
I would like to request you to I would like to request you to change, okay, the prescription. That's good. I'm very happy with your introduction paragraph. Apart from these small mistakes, okay, you have done a wonderful job. And this introduction paragraph is really good, except those
Okay.
silly mistakes. Okay, you shouldn't have used the capital letter here. You shouldn't have written down the full name of the patient. And then this one, I mean, this is okay. This is a recommendation only, so it doesn't It doesn't sound like a mistake. Okay, it is a recommendation. There is a better way of writing down the sentence. That's it. Apart from that, it's good. Mr. Smith has a history of gout. Again, gout for all the you know. Okay, just a minute. I'll tell you what it means. For all the conditions, unless they come in the beginning of the sentence. Okay, if gout starts in this sentence, then
Okay, yeah, I
that must
got
be in
it.
the
Yeah.
capital letter. But apart from that, you shouldn't write any condition or disease or symptoms in the capital letter. You should not do that, please. Okay.
Okay.
Has a history of gout. Okay, history of gout. Let's say of and then gout. That's wrong. You should say of and then small g, OUT. Okay, OUT. All right, gout. And hypertension, for which he is taking whatever it is, this medication and blah 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 tablet twice a day. That's good. But for which, after that you have to place a comma. For which you didn't place a comma after that. You should use for
Okay.
which comma. You should have written down the remaining sentences. Okay.
Okay, Steve, I just want to ask you that is there any proper or special word, any other synonym which we can use that he's taking to Benzer, or
So he
instead
is
of that we
taking.
can write the
Yeah, he's also
uh,
taking. So you are saying, okay, he, okay, so you can say, you can actually, change this active voice into the passive voice. You can say, for example, also, comma, amoxicillin 500 mg, one tablet 3 times a day, is also taken by him. He's also commenced. Okay, he's also started. I mean, you can write down the other way around. He's also taking amoxicillin 500 mg, one tablet 3 times a day. So that's okay.
okay,
So
or can we
this
use
is
the
grammatically correct.
prescribed?
Yeah,
Okay, or can
yeah.
we
It,
use the
it it is commenced, isn't it? Not prescribed. He has been taking this,
okay,
right?
okay, so
So
what should
it's
I say?
ongoing. So this
Okay, so
sentence is an active voice. It doesn't have any grammatical mistake. But what
okay,
you could have done is, I will write down the sentence. Okay, here, amoxicillin, because you're going to write down this tablet in the beginning, so you have to write it down. Amoxicillin 5 mg, 500 mg. What do you say? One tablet. Instead of writing one, you could have mentioned this one tablet. Okay, 3 times a day. 3 times a day was also commenced. Do you know what I mean? That is also good. This is a better way of writing.
mm,
Writing the same information using the passive voice form. You've got passive voice form. If you can do that, you should be able to get that done. Okay.
okay. One more thing, Steve, should we
Yes.
say like amoxicillin 500 mg one tablet 3 times a day is was also commenced,
Yeah, it's
or
already
shall,
commenced
or
in the
no, no,
past. Yeah.
okay, in the past, or we should is being commenced by him?
Yeah, is being is also okay. If it is ongoing, then it's okay to use is being commenced. Yeah, that's also good.
Okay.
That is also good. Yes, you can also use that. Yes, both of them are good. Okay, so either was commenced, was also commenced. If it has already started, then you can mention was also commenced. But this sentence doesn't say whether it is finished or ongoing. Okay, so which means you can write down either using is being commenced, that's all right, or was commenced. Both of them are
Is
correct.
being commenced ed
Yeah, is
aega
being commenced,
ed?
ed. Yes, that's right. You have to include ed.
Okay.
All right, as he has busy lifestyle, and usually forget to take his okay, as he has busy lifestyle and usually forget, no, and usually forgets. Why it is forgets? Why do we need
Mm.
to use? Because that is a third form of the singular noun. Okay, I mean, he, she, it always needs verb plus s here. So when you said as he, okay, then you have to use, forgets. So he usually forgets to take his medicine, okay, as he has a busy style. Oh my God, this is wrong. Okay, is the sentence complete here or not? Is it a comma or a full stop?
Comma.
Okay, that's all right. He complains about sleep disturbances, lethargy,
Disturbance.
disturbances, right? Disturbance, oh, sorry, disturbance, comma, lethargy, and stomach ache, which is most probably The non-compliance of okay, whatever the medication, it is most
Metoprolol.
probably due to, isn't it? Due to this condition, am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you should have mentioned which is most probably. Okay, so wait a minute. So most probably you shouldn't write. You should write down this one. Most probably due to. So or because of. Okay, you should have mentioned at least one of the phrases. Okay, because of the non-compliance to whatever the medication. Okay, that's good. Okay, you are highly requested. You don't need to say you are highly requested.
Actually, I was just want to put an adjective here, but I was not sure which adjective should I put here. So that's why I just put highly. Can you tell me any
Maybe
proper
you can
something
say
special
it.
word?
Yeah, it no, you could have mentioned like it would be of great help if you could come recommend blah blah blah. Okay, to replace blah blah blah, and you don't need to
Okay.
mention these two things. Okay, okay. So you want to say recommend this one to replace with the dash, and then this one with the dash. Okay, so there are two sets of current medications that are going to be replaced with the two new medicines. Am I right?
Yes.
Or two new dosages, whatever it is. Okay, so if that's the
Yeah.
case, okay, so what you could have mentioned is that I request, instead of saying you are highly requested, you can say I request you to. You could have mentioned like this: I request you to. That's fine. You can keep it very simple. Or if you want to use maybe other phrases, you can say um, it would be of great help if you could. Okay, and that's it.
It would be a great help.
It would be of great help if you could, and then you can say whatever the phrase you wanted to say here. For example, if you could recommend this one. Okay, so this is wrong. I will tell you. Okay, I will tell you what you have to do. If you could, instead of saying recommend and then something with the whole phrase, the whole phrases after that, whatever the phrase you are writing, the whole sentence, or you can say the whole sentence starting from this needs to be changed as follows. You have to rewrite the sentence. I will tell you what you have to do. Just give me 1 minute,
Okay.
because when you're replacing two medicines, why are you writing down them separately? You can simply mention metoprolol XL. Okay, for example, to replace with. Okay, so which one is the existing medicine and which one is going to be replaced? Can you tell me that clearly?
Uh, Metoprolol beta lock is the existing and which has
Okay,
to be uh,
replaced with the metoprolol XL, right?
XL. Yes.
Okay, so you can say, all right, you can say like this. Okay, I request you to replace metoprolol. What's that? Sorry, give me 1 minute. Metoprolol beta lock, isn't it? Beta lock.
Yeah.
BETALOC. Am I right?
Yeah.
BETALOC. Replace and then you can put the second tablet as well together. All right, what's the second tablet? This one, amoxicillin. Okay,
Yes.
and amoxicillin. Okay, so we are going to replace two medicines. Okay, with, and then you can mention, okay, this one, for example, metoprolol hyphen XL. And what's the one for the amoxicillin? Sorry.
Ceflor. Ceflor.
Okay, so what's this? This one? No, it's actually cafetor, right?
Yeah.
So CAFACTOR, am I right?
LOR.
Oh, elbow, calector. Oh, sorry.
L
Oh,
L L.
cafeclar, right? Elbow
Yes.
or, okay. And CAFA, yeah, CFACLORE. Oh, sorry, or. Is that right?
Yeah.
CA, sorry, CA, right? Cafeclar.
Respectively.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, cafeclar 250 mg. 250 mg. Oh, sorry. 250 mg respectively. But okay, one thing I would like to ask you is the frequency. Is that once every 88 hours, or what is this? I can't find it out. Is that 8 hours?
Every 8 hours. Yeah.
Both of them or only this, the second one?
Only this one.
Only second one. Okay, all right. You could have mentioned this one, 8 hours. Okay, once, or you can say every 8 hours. Okay, respectively. All right, so you can say, I request you to replace metoprolol betalog and amoxicillin with the metoprolol exec and cafaclar 2 mg every 4 hours respectively. That's it, finished. So this is a better way of writing them down. You don't need to write them separately. Okay, so in this case, it's clearly mentioned. When you use respectively, it means the first medicine will be replaced with the first medicine here, and then the second medicine will be replaced with the second medicine here. All right.
Okay, and one more thing I want to ask: can we use kindly with requested? That you are kindly requested to recommend
Yeah,
metoprolol.
that's okay, but kindly, I mean, kindly is not recommended. I mean, you can use that. There is no grammar mistake. Again, it is okay. It is okay, but I don't recommend. There is no grammar mistake, but I don't recommend. Okay, do you understand? Your
Yeah.
further assessment and management, including, why did you place a comma? Is there a comma here before including?
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Okay.
Management, comma, including. That's wrong. So what you should have done is management, including, without any comma. Okay. Including drug regime would be highly appreciated. Okay, your further assessment and management, including drug regime, would be highly appreciated. Okay, if you have any concerns or question, okay, please feel free to contact me. Okay, all right. If you have any concerns or question, okay, let's say our question, you don't write down one question only. It's going to be many questions, isn't it? Yes. So it's better to write down questions. Okay, that's much better. And please feel free to contact me. Is okay. And where is the full stop? I can't see the full stop. But
Yeah,
it is
me after.
it's okay. Feel
Okay.
free to contact is okay. I mean, it's not that bad. But you could have mentioned, please do not hesitate to contact me.
Okay. Yeah.
Not hesitate to contact me. I mean, that is more formal.
Please
That's
do not hesitate to. Please do not
yes.
hesitate to contact. Okay.
That's correct. I have replaced only feel free. Look at this. I didn't write down please, which means please must be there. Please do not hesitate to contact me. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yours faithfully, the pharmacist. That's good. Everything else is good. All right. Let me go through the assessment criteria now. The assessment criteria. One is grammar needs to be improved a lot, particularly use of articles, prepositions, punctuation marks, nouns and verbs need to be improved. I mean, needs to be improved. Sorry, verbs. Where is that? Verbs needs to be improved. Okay, so you need to improve that. That's the first thing. Okay, and then the second thing is use of small and capital letters needs to be improved as well. Use of small and capital letters. You need to know where you have to place capital letters and where you should not. Should have been. Okay, and then the next one is all right, for which, come on, just had an respiratory. That's all right. Some sentences are incomplete. Okay, you have to be a bit careful about that.
Like which?
I'll tell you. Some sentences are incomplete and incorrect. Let me show you this. Most probably due to. If you say most probably and then if you write down something, then it's grammatically incomplete. Okay, this sentence.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I'll
Yeah,
show
I
you
got it
what
down. Yeah.
you got it right. This one most probably the. So you should mention because of something. Okay, when you read this fully, it doesn't make sense. All right. But apart from that, yeah, it's okay. Connectivity is all right. Vocabulary could have been better. Could have been bit better. I mean, you have improved a lot, but some of the words could have been replaced with other words. For example, this one, like instead of writing down, feel free to contact me, you can say, please do not hesitate to contact me. And I would like you to change. You can say I would like to request you to. Okay, that is going to be much better. Okay. All right. Overall task fulfillment is okay. I'm happy with the way you have written down the number of words and things like that. Overall task fulfillment is fine. Presentation and layout are good enough, and I'm happy with that as well. And then passive voice form could have been used more frequently, like the way I have written on. Passive voice form was not used frequently. So you can use that as frequently as possible. Okay, as frequently. Okay, that's another one. And what else? Mm, I think that's all done. Some words should have been removed. You don't need to say just had and something. I know that that's the current conditions, but the other symptoms are also the same. So you don't need to say just had and. That doesn't make sense. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So first, case notes were expanded into full sentences. I'm happy with that. Well done. But some of the sentences are incomplete, but most of the sentences are okay. All right. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Okay. I'm gonna check whether you have included all the relevant case notes or not. Okay. I'm gonna open that.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. So Mr. Bruce. Mr. Bruce is a regular customer of yours. Okay, he has a history of gout and hypertension 1 week ago. He commenced oral antibiotics to treat respiratory. Okay, that's all right. Saw his doctor this morning for a checkup and has come to you with a prescription. Okay. Patient's name Mr. Bruce Smith. Okay, that's all right. 28 Park Avenue, Lakeside. That's okay. But I think this doctor should know the social history of this patient, isn't it? Do you include the social history? 52-year-old. I think you didn't include that. Okay, that's good. That's a good thing. Gout, 2 years and current risk. But he should know all these things. Gout and hypertension. I don't know why you have included this one. Because the doctor should know this. Do you know what I mean? The doctor should know this. Okay. So that's for gout. Okay, that's all right. Current medication. Oh, it's all ongoing. Okay, then it's all right. Then it's okay. And then date of birth, you don't need to date of visit, you don't need to mention that. Clients are doctor for checkup this morning. BP elevated, doctor prescribed increased dosage of BP medication. Why didn't you include this one? Reason for visit. Okay, a repeat course of antibiotics also prescribed. Okay, checkup this morning, BP elevated, that's okay. All right, medication occurred today. This one, metoprolol, increased from dash dash. Okay, all right. Discussions in pharmacy. Client complains of unusual fatigue and insomnia, 4 to 6 months. Stomach aches during last visit. Okay, last week. Client didn't mention these to doctor. Oh my God. You should have mentioned this one. Hello, Daniel.
Hello, sorry. Yeah,
Yes.
I said that in notes I have mentioned that he is using uh, fatigue and stomach ache,
Oh,
which
stomach ache. Okay.
probably,
All right. Okay. And yeah,
yeah,
that's okay. Yeah, you have done that. I think. Yeah, that's okay. Unusual fatigue and
yeah.
insomnia. Did you mention insomnia? Oh, but yeah, but I think he
No,
should have known that already. Yeah, 4 to 6 months. Yeah, he should have known that. But you can mention this one. This is okay. Good. Client has busy lifestyle and stressful job. Okay, frequently forgets to take metoprolol in the evening. Compensates by taking 2 tablets in the next morning. Did you mention this one?
no.
Compensates by taking 2 tablets in the next morning. This is important. If he takes like more tablets, that's not good, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an
But when he
overdosage.
forgets, he takes two. Yeah, yeah.
You need to mention that. I mean, you have mentioned the first part. That's correct. But you didn't mention this one, compensated by blah blah blah. So that's wrong.
Okay.
Okay, so that's not good. You should have included. So one, important case note is not included. Let me go to the next page. All right, this one. Drug therapy issues, non-compliance to metoprolol regimen, that's okay. Sleep disturbance and lethargy caused by metoprolol, that's okay. Stomach ache caused by probenecid, increased levels of amoxicillin in blood. But did you include the stomach ache? This condition?
No, I just I written that he complains about sleep disturbance, lethargy, and stomach ache, which is most probably due to the non-compliance of metoprolol regime.
But this is different, isn't it? This is actually probenecid.
Yes.
Probenecid is different. It's a different
Yeah, I
medication.
have to. Yes, I have
Lethargy
done
is
mistake.
caused by metoprolol. I think you have confused with these two medications.
No, I think I should write that which is more probably due to the non-compliance of metoprolol and
And
probenecid.
probenecid, probenecid. Yes, you should have done that, but you
Yes.
didn't do that. Immediate therapy goals: eliminate stomach pain, maintain BP control. Right, that's all right. Immediate therapy goals, that's okay. Management plan account director and refer client with the following recommendations. Okay, replace this one with the other one. That's good. Long acting once daily dose. Yes, that's okay. So just replacing amoxicillin with the cefaclor. Okay, that's all right. And then using the information given in the case notes, right, related to Smith's medical practitioner, Dr. Richard Blake. So his GP. So he should know the previous things. Okay, you shouldn't have written down even a couple of things. Outline your concerns with the provide appropriate recommendations. That's good. Yeah, I think you have included all the relevant case notes, but you have missed one case note, one important case note. Couple of important case notes. You have mispresented one case note, that is this, and then you have missed one important case notes, and it's not good. All right. So you have missed one important case note and mispresented the other case note. So it's not that good. But apart from this, you have done a wonderful job.
Okay. One more thing, in the letter, it's written where that he forgets to take his medicine.
Yes.
How should I write in letter, and where should I conclude it? Include it.
Well, actually, just a moment. Okay, so where is your letter? Let me go through your letter.
On the last, the other page. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just checking it now. Yeah, it's good. You have mentioned the same thing. It's the busy schedule you have written on here, right? You can mention it here after that. Okay, about sleep disturbances and most probably due to non-compliance. Sorry, that's that. Where did you mention busy schedule? Yes, this is the one.
No, I think I should write here, as he has busy lifestyle and usually forgets to take his medicine. So he takes his another day. He takes medicine. He takes two medicine.
Yes. Okay. What you could have done is that as he has a busy lifestyle, he usually forgets to take medicines. To takes his medicines, and maybe you can say in the next sentence, as a result, he takes double the required dosage of the medicines in the next morning. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. As a result,
Twice.
he takes.
He takes double dosage of the same medicine next day, something like that. He takes double the required dosage of his medicines the next day. Okay, that could have been done.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it's okay. See, according to me, this sounds like let me have a look at it.
Or I should write that as he has busy lifestyle, he usually forgets to take his medicine. As a result, he takes double dosage of that
Double dosage
medicine
of that
next morning.
next morning. Yeah, that is correct.
As
Yes,
a
that's what I'm saying.
so I should write, as a consequence, he
As
complains
a
about sleep
consequence as well. Yeah, as a
as a consequence.
consequence. You have already
When we
mentioned
should
as a
use the
result.
word,
As you have already started mentioning as a result, isn't it? As a result can be used in the next sentence. So in one sentence, you will say, as he has busy lifestyle, he usually forgets his medicines. Put a full stop, that's it. And then you can say, as a result, he takes twice the recommended medications then very next day, which has caused blah blah blah. Okay, you can mention whatever the problems. Do you understand? So don't say again as a consequence, it doesn't look good. Do you understand what I mean?
No, if I write that which has caused, then how can I write that which is most probably due to the non-compliance of that drug? So isn't it good that if I write that as a result he takes double dosage next morning, what
Mhm.
should I write before that he complains about? I want to put some word here that he complains about sleep
You could
disturbance. So
have you
before
could
it,
have you could have used maybe consequently.
okay,
Okay, so or you can say um, I mean, you don't need to use any connecting phrase in that case. It's okay, you can just mention like he complains about whatever the problems
okay. Can you tell
which
me
you
what
have.
is the meaning of as a consequent?
As a result, or all the or of or connecting phrases are the same. They means therefore or so or due to or because.
Okay. So here I can use therefore as well. Therefore he
Yeah,
complains
therefore.
about sleep.
That's right.
Yeah.
But don't use so, because so is an unacceptable connecting
Yeah.
phrase in the OET letter. You can use therefore or as a result or as a consequence. All
Okay.
right. Let me look at your mistakes. Okay, some of the mistakes are the major ones, and I believe that this letter may be able to get you a C plus grade letter. You can get maybe 300 out of 500. Please focus on these mistakes and you should be able to pass your writing section. Okay, next time you should be able to improve 350 whenever you go through these mistakes and try to rectify them once again. Okay, if you can rectify them, I think that should be all right.